Good afternoon, everyone. Chef Rebel is here. I felt like making macaroni pie. So, here's my ingredients. I've got 1 cup of milk. I've got 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. I have 4 cups of Old Brick, which is a stronger cheese. I have 90 grams or 4 cups of macaroni. You can use elbow, you can use straight cut, it's up to you. I have 2 tablespoons of flour, salt and pepper. I have 2 sprigs of green onion. I have 3 cloves of garlic, and I have some mustard. And I will mix this all up and I will show you how. Make sure you have a pot of water boiling, and I have a pot of boiling water here. I've added salt and oil to the pot so when I put in the pasta it won't stick. And later on, I have these containers. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use all the containers, but this one's for my house, and I'm going to pack some for my Grammys so they can sample it. Okay, so give me a second. So I will pour the 4 cups or 90 grams of macaroni in here. Hold on, where's my spoon? Okay. And I'll just give that a stir, and then you leave that uncovered. And depending on the density, no, not even, you're going to have this cook halfway. So I will give this about 20 minutes and test it, and then I will test to see how you want to be a dente, which is halfway cooked, because when you mix up everything together, you're going to add some milk to the pans to adjust it depending on how wet your roux is, and I will explain the roux later on. Alright, so I'm going to let that boil and then I'll get back. So I started mixing up the roux for the macaroni pie. So I poured 1 cup of the 2 cups of milk into this 4 cup measurement. I've already added salt and pepper, about 1 teaspoon of salt and about another teaspoon of pepper. I am going to add the green seasoning and onion to that. And garlic. And I'm going to add the mustard also. And mix that up. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken because the flour is already there. This is going to add flavor to the macaroni. Now, everyone does their roux different. I learned to add mustard. Mustard gives it a spicy, tangy taste to it. The salt and pepper adds a little bit more flavor. And the green onion puts a little color in between the macaroni. I'll let that thicken a little bit more. Then I'm going to add the sharp cheese to it when I'm mixing it in the macaroni. As you can see, the macaroni is almost finished. I'm going to drain off the water off of this, and then I'm going to put my roux in it and mix it up with the cheese. Okay? Yes. So I put the roux in with the macaroni, and I am going to mix this up. The heat from the macaroni will help thicken it up a little bit more. And when I mix this up, I am going to add the cheese to it. You can smell actually the spices. Get mixed up here. Alright, and let me add 2 cups of cheese to that, and Alright, so I will mix that a little bit more and come back. I may forgot to have mentioned that you preheat your oven to 350 so it can heat up. So now I've got everything mixed up, and as you can see, it's thick and the cheese is in between there. Now depending on how gooey or how cheesy you want, you can add a little bit more cheese. And I'm going to spoon this into my pans that I had already lightly greased. So as you can see, just basically fill up your pans. And actually I might have a little bit left over. Okay, so I'm going to fill up my pans and then I'll show you the next step. Oh, as you can see, I was able to fill my bigger pan too. So now the remaining of the cup of milk, you're going to pour a little bit over each. And this will help everything bind together. Sorry, Maya. There you go. As you can see that now, the best part, the cheese. Now, what you do is you take some cheese and you cover it all on top, and you try to cover the corners because that is going. Okay, let me continue that. Give me a sec. Okay. Now there you have it. I have the cheese covered on all of them, and then we're going to put this into a 350 oven for 45 to an hour. And, oh, I almost forgot. Sprinkle paprika on top. Hold on. Okay, so I put paprika on mine, and I put parsley on the others because I know who I'm giving them to does not like paprika. And I'll put this in the oven, like I said, for 45 to an hour, and you'll see what the results are going to be. And voila, people, here's the finished product. Macaroni pie. Thanks for watching my video. Let's see what I'm going to make next. Bye.